Hi, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationship with self first, okay? Because the universe is a university, so we can lay down our flaws, so we can co-create with the universe. The universe does not co-create without you. We're looking at the essence of balance, okay? All right? But it comes from the essence of love. So we're looking at maybe an Aries person, upside down emperor. Maybe someone stepping back and looking at loving self, okay? To love others, love beings, love planets, love God, because they're having maybe an experience of an upside down emperor that's acting in cruelty, abuse of their power, okay? This is a masculine that has not mastered all four, okay, elements of the earth, all right? Very undisciplined. We're talking about a poor leadership, all right? It could be a work situation, but this masculine seems to be quite stubborn. This could be a karmic masculine, okay, that lacks discipline. You could be going for a divorce. Okay, so please manage your emotions, all right, and start balancing so you can have self-control, okay, self-discipline. Because when you balance, you're bringing about moderation, okay, to bring about harmony and peace as you go and you deal with maybe a divorce or separation, or you're moving away from a job, okay. We're looking at new relationships, maybe with a Taurus person. Someone's probably learned about a Taurus person. We've got the knowledge, okay, we've learned. Okay, now somebody probably wants to do a reunion, maybe an Aries person, maybe looking at celebrations, family, friends, gathering. Maybe somebody wants to get remarried, okay, but we're looking at self-esteem when it comes to stability, because you could be seeing 1111, okay, but we're looking at prosperity, we're looking at actions, looking at the ability, okay, to have, okay, a situation where someone feels like they're probably going for a separation, could be work or love, and they're looking to seek moderation and self-control, okay? Maybe someone married for convenience, and maybe someone's learned about the situation. So now there's an indecision, okay, when it comes to family celebrations, maybe friends, maybe gatherings, when it comes to maybe a wedding, okay? So now we're looking at the security, all right, or maybe have an education about a Taurus or Sagittarius person or an Aries person. So now we're looking at the discontentment, all right, looking at self-sabotage with a narrow-minded people, maybe in this house when it comes to stability, okay. So now we're looking at imprisonment. Maybe someone feels stuck at home because they're stuck with an upside-down emperor, an undisciplined person, okay, with poor leadership. We're looking at someone very stubborn when it comes to actions and the ability to move forward. So in the meantime, somebody has to seek self-control and balance, moderate, okay, their emotions to bring in the patience while they deal with an upside down maybe emperor or a Taurus person or an Aries person. All right. Okay, so when we're moving forward, understand within this house, because there's lots of indecisions and self-sabotage, there's lots of conflict between families, friends, or maybe community. Maybe it was a situation someone got engaged or married, okay, for unstable reasons because they got financial problems. So now we see a workload, a workplace conflict maybe, or arguments about cancelled reunions with soulmates, because now we're looking at a financial distress, maybe for an upside down emperor, maybe a Capricorn person, a masculine trying to take control of his money, okay, because he has the ability and the courage to do so. But unfortunately, there seems to be poor financial decisions. Someone feels very overwhelmed, okay. This is why someone's going into self-control, maybe a Sagittarius or Aries person, due to a financial mess. Okay, so due to this, someone's trying to take control of their feelings. They got the action, got the ability, okay. This could be someone that's probably direct. He's looking for honesty. Maybe an outspoken person. Maybe being very outspoken to a Sagittarius person about controlling finances, about poor financial concerns. Because they've learned maybe about a Taurus person or an institution or a marriage or a commitment. Because now we're seeing someone's worried, has obsessive thoughts when it comes to seeking stability to create financial decisions for financial balance, but it seems to be lacking balance due to financial distresses, because someone has obsessive thoughts maybe about a fire sign or a Gemini person, a Taurus person. So now there's fears in the ears maybe about a Gemini person or a Taurus person or Sagittarius person. So now we see a nightmare Okay, someone has regrets, very overwhelmed thoughts when it comes to the mental. Someone seems to be unhappy, maybe with a Capricorn person. Could we see unhappiness? Because someone's learned maybe about a Taurus person and now they're thinking in their thoughts, or a Taurus person is thinking in their thoughts. But they seem to be having nightmares, very overwhelmed. Because now we're looking at maybe a fire sign person when it comes to the soul of the self. Someone's thinking about a Taurus person with a false impression. Someone's looking at depression because someone's soul is burnt out. It's upside down. It's a soul. It's a shell. Okay, from hell, maybe in heels. Now we're looking at a drought, incomplete, victory. There seem to be delays due to the lack of happiness. Because someone's learned about maybe a Leo or a Taurus person or an Aries person. It could be family, it could be friends. It could have been at a gathering. But someone's looking at homecoming, maybe a wedding. But it seems to be a problem when it comes to self-esteem and prosperity, when it comes to security. Too much obsessive thoughts. So there's fears in the airs due to obsessiveness. Someone's very negative. Very negative about an earth angel. So now we see a Hierophant, a spiritual teacher. Okay, so now we're looking at unhappiness. Because there seems to be a separation, maybe with the Aries person, Gemini person, due to dishonesty. Because the Gemini person is facing their fears and releasing. Somebody's got releasing their thoughts when it comes to fear and anxiety. Maybe a Gemini person. The Gemini person is seeing dishonesty. So now he sees disharmony within his home. Or her. So now you're having that fear of commitment maybe. Because there's a loss of love when it comes to family, friends, gatherings. Within their community. Maybe because they've learned about Taurus person. Or fire sign person when it comes to false impressions. Because now we're looking at fear of moving on. Maybe a Pisces person. Could be a poet, a photographer, or a healer, a director. We're looking at something artistic. They're being very creative to try and balance out their financial distresses. But they lack balance within the mind anyway. Because someone's got false impressions. Someone's going from the ego. So now we're looking at financial mess. Because someone doesn't want to be second best. So now we're looking at a lack of self-awareness, fear of commitment. Because someone has obsessive thoughts about a Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is very honest, very truthful, very chatty. Someone very independent. Looking at someone proactive, very witty. Someone thinks a Queen of Swords is funny. That's my washing machine. It's leaning on something. Oh, someone's being realistic and a problem solver. And at the moment, there's a feeling, maybe because they've learned about a Taurus and a Cancer person. Someone feels regret about a Queen of Swords. And now we're looking at discontent. Missed opportunities due to stagnations. Stagnations came from false impressions when it comes to the soul of the self. Because someone's learned about a Taurus person or Aries person. Because now someone's in their thoughts about separation. Because someone's very jealous and obsessed. And now we're looking at a fear of commitment. Someone's bored. Because they're a person that has obsessive thoughts. Maybe you're thinking of a Pisces person. A Pisces person that has possessive thoughts, maybe holding on to resources. Could be a husband. But we're looking at a cheater and manipulator. Now we're looking at ruthlessness. This masculine could be very moody. But we're looking at emotional manipulator. That's probably looking at dishonesty, disharmony, due to jealousy and obsessive thoughts. Maybe about a Queen of Swords, an Earth Angel. Someone taking control. Someone's being very hopeful, a Queen of Swords, or a Gemini person. And now we're looking at the mental strength and finding solutions. Could be a Libra person. Someone's thinking of their friends, contracts. Someone's looking at their own individual relationships. Because someone's having a lack, maybe a Scorpio person is lacking of letting go of the past. Because now someone's leaving home, but they're very insincere with their actions when it comes to their past. Someone's lacking responsibility or accountability. I'm going to stop this for a minute till my washing machine stops. Back again. So someone has a mental overload, all right, and they need to relax the mind. So you could be thinking of a Libra person or a Gemini person. When it comes to indecision, they've gone within, okay, to seek their own uniqueness, individuality, okay. So now we're looking at creativity and being very inspired to try and make a breakthrough because somebody wants to let go of the past, maybe of a Scorpio person or an Aries person. Because they're in their thoughts about upside down King of Cups, just being very immature about his past actions. Because he was very insincere. Someone was reminiscing or romanticizing because it's upside down Six of Cups. And due to this romanticizing, someone's got financial distresses because someone married for convenience. So now there seems to be a separation because somebody's self-sabotaging with a narrow mind. Someone's looking at imprisonment, maybe. Okay, so someone looks very disinterested when it comes to holidays or celebrations with friends or families or going for gatherings. Because now we're looking at community when it comes to self-esteem, when it comes to prosperity or security, to stabilize. But there's no stabilization because there seems to be too much jealousy and obsessions. Someone fears commitment as well. There seems to be a loss of love. Maybe someone's thinking about a Leo person. They're learning. Because now he's an upside down Aries person taking actions. Looking at patience. Maybe someone's looking for a new job. Because it seems to be, oh, oh, look. Yeah, it seems to be regrets. Maybe with a Pisces or Cancer person. Or maybe with a Queen of Cups. Someone that's very nurturing. Someone that's working at self-employment. So maybe there's someone's building a business. Because you're looking at building someone's reputation. But when it comes to craftsmanship and quality, it's more about quantity. So it's now someone is thinking about someone's expertise when it comes to mastery. And when it comes to commitment and dedication. They can see the success of this person has financial distresses. And someone fears moving on because of obsessive thoughts. Maybe a Sagittarius or Leo person standing up for themselves. They've got patience. Because now looking at self-control, self-belief when it comes to a Leo person. Could be a masculine person. Someone's fighting their corner or maybe fighting for an earth angel. Because now we're looking at protectiveness. Okay, can now someone maybe being defensive against maybe a Taurus person. Because now we're looking at determinations. It's been very challenging when it comes to the obsessive thoughts of learning about a Taurus person. Because now someone fears a Queen of Swords. Okay. Because now we're looking at knowledge within an institution. A Taurus person is resisting to change. They're trying to hold on to a Tower moment. Trying to avoid a tragedy that's going to happen anyway. Someone's trying to avoid loss. So they're going out holidaying, celebrations, friends, family, acting like nothing's happening within their community. But someone's self-esteem when it comes to prosperity, security and stabilization. Under the surface of self, they're going for a separation, maybe with an upside down King of Cups, due to dishonesty, due to disharmony. Someone's got very jealous, obsessive thoughts with a Gemini and a Leo person. So now we've learned about a Taurus person. Okay, maybe there's something in this home. It begins with lots of conflicts because now we're looking at the foresight. Someone has a foresight, maybe why someone moved abroad. A Taurus person moved abroad to a foreign land, maybe. Someone has the foresight. Because now someone's forward planning, moving forward. Could be an Aries person taking the actions and the ability to move forward. Someone's got self-confidence if they move forward. Maybe a masculine person. Now we're looking at self-belief, freedom. The soul's meant to be free, okay? Because someone's in an indecision when it comes to independent wealth, okay? Because now we're understanding someone trying to escape. Okay, looking at the uniqueness of a single person, that's looking at independent wealth. But somebody was sabotaging with a narrow mind, okay, within someone's community. And now we've learned within this community, an Aries person, Taurus person has no value. So now we understand someone has to balance their emotions because now you're having an upside down Emperor. It could be a married masculine, a King of Cups. So now we understand the obsessive thoughts. And someone's going to imprisonment, punishment, narrow mind. Because now we're looking at financial stresses, maybe for a Capricorn person or a Taurus person when it comes to obsessive thoughts. They're looking at fear in the air. They have too much negativity because this person is very impatient. Maybe a Virgo person when it comes to work, when it comes to the cardinal. Okay, looking at someone very lazy. They want the results without putting the effort. So now you're looking at no lack of common sense when it comes to work. When it comes to self-mastery, they want the quantity and not the quality. Somebody looking at unskilled, unreliable people. That's very disloyal. Someone trying to turn their back away from maybe an earth sign person. Oh, okay. It says regrets. Someone has thoughts of regrets. Maybe a Pisces person. Because now maybe a Leo person standing up for themselves. Now you're looking at missed opportunities with a Leo person. Because a Leo person is seeing this challenging. And he says, right, you're in a position. Here we go. So now maybe someone's holding their own. And someone has to take the high road. Because someone's very bored. And we're looking at maybe remorse for a Leo person. Because now we've learned about a Taurus person when it comes to the ego and false impressions. It's depression. They have a burnt out soul. It's a shell from hell in heels. So now we're looking at overexposure when it comes to work or incomplete victory. Because now Sagittarius person is looking at resilience with an ongoing battle because I've learned about Taurus person resisting change. Because now we're looking at avoiding a disaster that's going to happen anyway. So now we're looking at the success. Okay, this Taurus person was very close to success. I can't have a half one of separating Aquarius from a Two of Cups. This is Destiny Sovereign, I guess. Don't even nudge her, I guess. So now we're looking at separation, disharmony, a Gemini person. Just looking at Sagittarius person for ongoing battle when it comes to moving forward. Because maybe they've done immigration at some point. Now looking at hard work is paying off for a Gemini person. Because Gemini person is facing their fears. Why? Because we understand Gemini person is probably going for a divorce, or Libra person. Now looking at karmic justice. Every action has consequences. Someone might be looking at a legal battle, maybe an earth sign person over independent wealth. Because they were self-sabotaging with a narrow mind. Right? They wanted to punish everyone else but themselves. Because some people think they're bigger than the justice system. They can do whatever they like. Oh yeah, let's put that to the test. All right. So now we're looking at cause and effects. We're looking at life lessons. Looking at people's integrity. Okay, someone doesn't have no integrity. So we're looking at indecisions when it comes to self-sabotaging. Maybe a Libra person or a Gemini person is thinking, because they got the truth, they got the honesty. Because now looking at cause and effect. All right. Because now someone is thinking, maybe a Pisces person, when it comes to a financial mess with an earth sign person. When it comes to patience, when it comes to routine, it's all over the place. Unskilled people, unreliable, disloyal people, lack of common sense, impatient, lazy, users. And act like it's love. No. So now we're looking at a lack of self-awareness. Because people fear the commitment to themselves. Okay? They want to be everybody else but themselves. Gemini person, you've got freedom of the mind, my darling. Because you understand and using your intuition. Okay, to release. Because now you found your solutions. Alright? You got the relief of the brief. And you're taking control of the situation. Oh yeah. Queen of Swords, very honest, truthful person, very chatty, independent. We're looking at someone very funny, very strong person. Looking at the thoughts, okay, maybe of a Gemini person and a Leo person when it comes to self-control, when it comes to being an earth angel. Okay. Looking at notifications, purifications, simplicities. Looking at moderations, looking at patience. You have to stand your ground, okay? But it takes patience. Patient man rides donkey, because a Taurus person is resistant to change because she's got obsessive thoughts about a Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, they see the passion. So she's got the glow up from the Queen of Swords. Somebody wants to come in very passionately. Maybe an Aries person or a Leo person is in his thoughts, and maybe he regrets. Maybe he refused an offer. So now people are missing opportunities. Why? Because there's been people who were very hasty, very adventurous. They thought they had energy. They thought they had a soul. No. My masculine's fucking shells, baby. So now I understand someone's trying to be very fearless, acting like they're confident with self-assured. So we've learned about Taurus person resisting to change. All right, there's ongoing battle. Oh yes, because someone's got drained energy. No matter how much people look very happy, and very persistent. No, they're in regret. Okay, so now we understand people are going to start missing out on opportunities. We're looking at a rebellious person. We're looking at the Queen of Swords. We're looking at a revolution, all right, because she's very open-minded, free spirit, sexy, warm, and somebody wants to come in shameless flirting. Really flirty Bertie. Maybe a Gemini person or a fire sign person. Okay, because now we understand, we've learned about a Taurus person when it comes to values, when it comes to self-love, when it comes to the mind, self-sabotage, narrow-minded, indecisions when it comes to the mind. It only comes with seduction, okay? Because this person within this institution or this marriage or this setup, we have a foresight. It's going to be an ongoing battle. Why? Because they're flogging a dead horse. Flogging a dead horse, okay? Because now you're looking at maybe the Leo or the soul of this person, okay? Failure. Someone's fallen from grace. All right, this is the Fame card. Now we're looking at being haunted by their ill will. Maybe a King of Cups. King of Cups maybe wants to seize that moment. He needs to let go and start walking forward. All right. So now we're looking at a situation where maybe someone will plan to move forward, immigrated, and now you know, and now you've learned the reason why this person maybe came to your wedding or wanted to be your friend or a friend of a family, or it could be a family friend. Looking at your security, looking at your prosperity, and understand a King of Cups is immature. Immature, anxious, uncaring, gullible person, unkind, cold, brutal person. He could own a company or trying to run a company with someone, but he's abusing his bloody power with a Taurus person. Upside down hyphen. That means he's been doing dark spiritual practices with a Taurus person, challenging tradition, trying to do destiny swapping, unconventional lifestyles. This is what these people do. Voodoo, moodoo, hoodoo, whatever you want to bloody call the stuff. So they're looking at bad, disappointing news, lack of ideas, planning, defensive, little player. Oh yeah. So now maybe someone's thinking, maybe a Libra person is thinking about a Taurus person when it comes to justice, when it comes to karmic, when it comes to consequences, what they've done with a King of Cups. Could be a Cancer person or Pisces person. Now you're looking at the truth, my darlings, all right? Because now you're acting like, when you spike people's drink and you go around saying, I can do whatever I want, there you go, you put the pressure on yourself. Now self-sabotage, you look at essays. Oh yeah, essays. Just like Cosby went down for spiking. Is that what it is? Oh, okay. And allegedly, P. Diddy, well, apparently, Genevieve Nigel wants to go down the same way. So now we're looking at broken dreams for a Libra person. Okay, when it comes to a Pisces person, because then we're looking at community, looking at family, looking at reunions of a Two of Cup. A Two of Cup reunion, my darlings, all right? Because someone's having a reality check over their poor choices. All right? Remember, walk in love, talk in truth. Love you guys. Bye.